Hi ladies and gentlemen, you're here with Lawrence again. Thanks for joining me. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, thanks for the support. I'm calling you in today from Belgium. It's an incredibly hot day. It's about 32 degrees, which for Belgium is definitely right up there with the hottest days in history. And it's an incredible summer for me, to be honest, because right now in South Africa it's 10, 12 degrees, which is way too cold for me, and I come here and it's incredibly hot. But I wrote this video and I decided to record this video today because while I was walking the streets or walking through the beach, I overheard these Europeans speaking about how hot the summer was and that it's actually unbearable and that they wish the winter would return because it's just gotten too much. And I thought to myself, how can you complain in a country like Belgium where you got 9 months of bad weather? How can you complain about the 1 or 2 weeks that are incredibly hot? And if that's what you're going to focus on, if you're going to focus on the unbearable heat, you forget to see the blessing of this amazing heat, of the fact that you can be out at the beach with your family and your friends swimming in the sea, and that the sea is so much warmer now, and that this heat forces you to go into the sea to cool down, and you get to experience the salty sea that comes here, and that you can lie on the sea and you can actually float because it's so salty. It's an awesome experience. But people are so bloody worried about the heat and about the fixation that they're sweating a little bit that they forget to enjoy what this heat brings. And this video for me is about better quality communication, because the way you communicate to yourself is the way you enjoy your life. The quality of your communication is the quality of your life experience. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your girlfriend or boyfriend breaks up with you. Now, you've got different ways to communicate that experience to yourself. You could say that I've just lost the best person in my life. I'm never going to find somebody as funny, as smart, as handsome, as pretty, as sexy, as intelligent, as humorous, as social as this person. And what is that going to do? That's going to create an incredible amount of anxiousness in that experience. You're not going to enjoy that life experience. But if on the other hand, you might communicate to yourself that this is meant to happen, that everything happens for a reason, that you're not meant to be with everybody or this specific person for the rest of your life, but that means that you might find your next person, that rather than trying to make it work with this person, you've given yourself now the time and space to make it work with the right person. You might now attract the right person into your life. There's different ways that you can communicate what happens to you, and that determines the quality of your experience. And why I've decided to do this video is because I feel so embarrassed about so frustrated with these Europeans, because I know in Belgium, people are constantly complaining about the bad weather, the rain, the snow, the clouds, the lack of sun. And then the one day or 1 week where there's a huge heat wave, they are now absolutely depressed and anxious, and they just want the winter to come back. And I'm thinking, you're missing out on what brilliance and what beauty this summer can bring. So ladies and gentlemen, the quality of your life is based on the quality of what you communicate to yourself. You get to communicate the experience of everything that happens to you. Whether you're retrenched, you can communicate that in different ways. Whether you're broken up with somebody, when you get divorced, whether you lose your house, whether you win or lose the lottery, you get to communicate that to yourself. And the way you communicate that changes your experience. And for me, I really experienced the value of this when I got retrenched. Because when I got retrenched, the first thought and the first communication I gave to myself is that I'm worthless. I was retrenched about 3-4 years ago, and that was the message I gave myself, was I'm obviously being retrenched because I'm not good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that created so much doubt, frustration, and depression in me. For 2-3 months, I could not be confident enough to even apply for another job, let alone even just add value to anybody's life. I felt so down. And you know what? Now, 3 years later, having started my own business, now traveling the world doing what I love, that experience has been one of the best things that happened to me. And now the communication to myself is that the retrenchment had to happen. Life had to move on me so that I was willing to explore my potential and do what I'm destined to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the quality of your life is based on the quality of your communication. So go out there and communicate better with yourself and keep on changing the game. My broadcast today is around stepping out of fear and into action, because there's so many things that all of us want to do. There's so many adventures that we want to do. There's so many people we want to meet. There's so many things we want to achieve. But the thing that holds us back is the fear.